Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and we are the scouting staff for the Hula Bowl. Today I have with me one of the athletes who participated in that event. His name is Merlin Robertson. He's a linebacker at Arizona State. Nice to have you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So obviously out of Arizona State, a pretty big size guy with a whole lot of versatility, which is one of the reasons why we decided to invite you to the Hula Bowl. But before we get to talking about anything else, if you don't mind just kind of giving me a little bit of your background, maybe where you went to school and how you got there to Arizona State.
So I grew up in Carson, California. I went to a school in Gardena called Junipero Serra High School. It was a private school, and I played. Our football program was pretty big at the time. So, and then I was recruited by Antonio Pierce and Coach Herm Edwards when they joined the staff at Arizona State. And then, yeah, that's how I ended up at Arizona State, man. Just felt the vibe from them and felt the connection and decided to put the rest of my football career and get my education there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, two of the really great names. Obviously, Coach Pierce played in the NFL for a bit, and then of course everybody knows who Herm Edwards is. I mean, awesome guy. But he ended up being a part of that program. Let's take a step back there, if you don't mind, and talk about you as an athlete for your high school. Very, very high recruit coming out of high school. Talk a little bit more about your experience as a football player there, and even if you played any other sports there in high school, if you want to elaborate on that too.
So, yeah, playing football in high school, man, huge shout out to my coaches, Coach Scott Altenberg, Coach Dabbs, Coach Marvin Pollard. They were really the ones that, put us in the right positions and gave us the opportunities that we needed to get exposure in high school. And with the teams that we were playing, we played Mater Dei, Narbonne High School, some of the top high school programs in the country. So kind of put us in the spotlight, and we had to take advantage of the opportunity, man. But I also played volleyball. Played volleyball for a little bit. That's another sport that my family plays. So, man, it was good, man. I had a good time.
Nice. So obviously, you didn't want to go pro playing volleyball. Yeah, you wanted to take the path, stick with some football, and just kind of work with that sport. When you were in high school, did you play any other positions other than linebacker?
I played tight end. So I was like 235 at the time, still slim, so they put me on both sides of the ball. But yeah, I was like more of a stand-up tight end. So yeah.
Interesting. So, was high school the last time you scored a touchdown?
No, I actually scored. What was it? When we played the University of Washington. Um, yeah, I got a pick six, so yeah, it was like my first time scoring in college, man.
Sweet, man. Well, I mean, hey, it's always great in order to, when you get in the end zone. I feel like it's even greater when you're a defensive player, because obviously a lot of guys haven't really gotten to the end zone since like their high school days.
Yeah.
Um, I do want to just kind of ask, because you had mentioned, you played another sport there, but decided to stick with football. What is it that you love so much about football?
Man, football, I just love the opportunity that it gives me, man. I love the adrenaline rush that you get when you're on the field. Um, I love how you got to work as a team. You got to pretty much depend on others, but have others depend on yourself. So man, I just love the sport. I love everything that comes with it, man.
You like hitting people?
I do, yes, sir. I do.
I figured I'd ask that question. I mean, obviously, with you being a linebacker, you gotta, you know, wrestle people to the ground, give them a solid hit. But I mean, certainly something that I know a lot of people love about football. Um, have you ever thought about what you would change, about football? Like if you had the opportunity, like if you were the commissioner for a day, you have any idea what you might change or no?
Right now, say if I was a commissioner, I'd probably change the rule back a little bit about hitting the quarterbacks. I don't know, it's kind of iffy right now, but no, nothing, man.
Hey,
I would.
them dudes, they're softies. They need to, toughen up and take some more hits. I'm right with you, man. Like I hate these flags, man. Um, you getting penalized for tackling a guy. Like, what do you want? Like a flag on
Yeah,
it? But no, I kind of feel you there. Of course, Arizona State, you really hit the ground running there, having a solid freshman performance and then doing a lot of great things, having a very solid career there overall. Um, Talk about Arizona State for you. Just kind of looking at Arizona State, like even as a student, what makes that university so special to you?
really, man. It was just the environment. I'm not gonna lie. At first, hearing about Arizona State, I just thought about the heat, man, how hot it was gonna be, and we're in the desert, but really going over there to the campus, man. They have like one of the biggest metropolitan, if I'm not mistaken, like transportation areas in the United States. But man, just the team, the coaches that were there, man, they just gave me the opportunity, and as a student, man, they not only help you on the field but off the field. They gave me all the resources that I needed. Just to graduate, man. I was able to graduate, get my degree. They stuck on me. They never let me slack off. So, man, just the whole nine, man. I was just so grateful just to be there, man, and with all the people being there. My academic coach, Kelly Benjamin, um, man, yeah, really just believing in me and just continue to give me the opportunity that I need to success on and off the field.
And what degree were you able to obtain there at Arizona State?
Graduated with the liberal studies degree.
Liberal studies. So I mean, you have it like a focus and other things because usually you need to have like uh, you know, a couple of different things that you study, like when you get that liberal arts degree.
Honestly, man, I was just when I first got there, I kind of switched. I was switching majors a little bit, but no, liberal studies, man. That was just one of the ones that I felt comfortable with. And I was actually doing good in. So yeah, man. But now I'm just thinking about football.
No, I hear you. Sometimes, when you get to school, I mean, you just kind of take some classes that you want to take, man, and that's kind of how it goes. I mean, dude, I did the same thing, man. Like I ended up, taking a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, switching up my major, and uh, eventually ended up, closing out my, degree as well. So I completely understand the situation there. So. But let's get to talking about some football, dude. Talk to me about your defense and how you were utilized on that defense throughout your career.
So this past year we ran a 4-3. Or the past couple years we ran a 4-3. I was a sandbacker. I was on the outside, so really just learning different calls and learning different formations and how to line up against them was the huge part for us. But yeah, they'll blitz me through the inside. I'll come off the edge as well. But also, man, they'll drop me into coverage. So just depending on the personnel that we'll come up against. Just depending on what I was doing. So if it was like 11 personnel, we'll have our nickel package in. Pretty much the nickel he'll replace our will, but nothing pretty much changed.
So, one of the things that really drew us to you as a prospect, and one of the reasons why why we invited you to the Hula Bowl, is we felt like you had a lot of great versatility. I mean, especially when it comes to a guy your size. I mean, really great size for a linebacker, about 6'3", 230 pounds. So a lot that you can do with a person with that size. I mean, like you said, playing some Sam. I know you've played some Will. And I've even talked to some teams, some NFL teams that actually may want you to make that switch and come inside and play the mic. So, do you feel like that's one thing that really sets you apart as a prospect, or is there more that you feel is maybe like one of your better attributes?
Yeah, I feel like I can do it all, sir. So I can play inside and outside. Sam will, Mike. It doesn't really matter. I will get the job done. Pretty much. I get my versatility, man. Because coming into high school, I was playing safety. Like growing up, I was always like I was tall. I did have long hair when I was young, but once I cut it, I kind of hit like a growth spurt. So I was tall, but I was always a skinny kid, like skinny, scrawny kid. So I would play safety and receiver, but then in high school, I was given the opportunity by Coach Scott to play varsity, but backer though, because one of their backers had gone down. So just kind of mixed in like both the two positions at the same time. Just I still have my versatility and stuff from playing safety and everything, but yeah, man, I feel like I could do it all, man. I could play Sam, Mike, Will. It doesn't matter. You get me in there, tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Gotcha. And maybe if we want to, we'll throw you out there on special teams and maybe sneak you out on a touchdown again. We'll see.
Or
um, Well, hey Merlin, obviously we invited you to the Hula Bowl, and I just kind of want to get your take on your Hula Bowl experience, if you don't mind, whether it be the call, the flight, the week of activities, your interactions with your coaches, your teammates, and maybe some of your personal highlights for the week overall.
man, where do I start? Well, when I got the call from Damon, I was very excited, man. I was so grateful for the opportunity that you guys given me to, come out and compete, man, and just show what I can do, show my talents against other great players as well. But man, really, it was just the connections that I made with the players and the coaches, man. There were some great people there that I got to meet, and some great connections, some great friendships that I've made, that's gonna, last forever, man. And one of the Coach Cottrell, Coach Cottrell, man, I love that guy, man. I love the way he coaches, um, how like exciting he is and enthusiastic he is, as well as Coach Bill, who was our linebacker coach. We even got help from Coach Steve Thompson. I've been working with him for a long time, man. So he's been helping me out as well. Man, all the players that were there, I got to, we got to switch decals. So I got, man, my helmet. I still got that helmet. So I still got all the schools, the different schools that all the players went to, man. It was just exciting, man, just to be a part of that journey, man, to be a part of the experience, just to meet different people, man, from all around the world, the country, and just show our talent, man, and compete against each other. So, yeah.
And I don't know if how you feel about this too, but I mean I have to pose this question to you. Obviously, one of the things about the Hula Bowl is it has such a history of Polynesian players. And I want to get your take because you were one of those guys of Polynesian ancestry who we decided to bring in. Um, Give me your thoughts about that.
Man, so it did kind of like it was pretty tight, man, just to be, have that kind of connection, the Polynesian connection of, just be playing in the hula bowl, like, and then like all the things, all the activity that you guys have for us, man. Even like the shirts and stuff that you guys gave us, the gear, the backpack and everything. It was pretty tight, man. Just to see like, tribal designs on it, Polynesian designs on it, man. Just seeing like our people out there, man, just being recognized a little bit through football. So, man, I was excited and blessed, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's certainly a whole lot of fun to have you. Talking about a lot of great things about our event, whether it comes to like, dude, you had so much swag that we gave you guys. I mean, some cool Oakley glasses to that backpack, and a lot of other cool things that you were able to get. Suppose you'll eventually get your ring. I don't know if that's been out to you yet, but you'll get that. What's up?
That's what I'm waiting for is the ring, man.
You and me both, man. But hey, let's go ahead and move forward. Dude, we were so thankful to have you at the Hula Bowl, and felt like you had a very solid outing there. Truth be told, we actually had you on our radar last season, and would have invited you last season, but you decided to go back and just kind of solidify your career there at Arizona State, which I felt like was a good call. And so you finished up with a solid career there at Arizona State, also playing through the Hula Bowl. Dude, what's one of the biggest highlights of your career when you think about everything that you've done? Is there maybe a game or even a play that's going to stick out in your memory?
Mm, honestly, the only game I could like right now, man, was the Hula Bowl, man. Like you guys really believed in me, man. You guys really gave me an opportunity to come out and complete, man. Like I can't ask for anything better, man. I made good memories there. I got to travel across the country, literally all the way across the country, man. I'm from California, man. I went all the way to Florida. That will always stick with me, man. And I will always be grateful that you guys believed in me and gave me the opportunity, man, to show my skills, show what I can do. So yeah, that would be it.
Gotcha. You had shared one moment about you actually getting in the end zone as a linebacker with a pick six, right?
Yeah,
So talk about that moment one more time if you don't mind.
honestly, so we were playing the University of Washington. Um, I believe we were up um, by a couple points or something, but I'm gonna be real. A smart football player, I should have went down and just called a game. That would have been game. I should have just at least ran it back a little bit and took a knee. That would have been game. But I put a little. It was just a little icing to the game. I don't know. I decided to score, but then it was still the game was still continuing, and they still had an opportunity to come back. So just little things like that. Yeah, it was a pick six, but I don't think that's what they're looking for, man. Just being a smarter player, man. I could have ended the game right there, just going down and taking the knee. So
Well, it's okay, man. You learn from your mistakes. So
yes, yes.
um something that I just kind of want to ask you as well is dude, if you had the opportunity to go back in time, talk to your high school self,
hmm
right? What sort of advice would you give him in order to help him get through his college years?
Honestly, man, just man, take the training serious. Put in the time. Trust me, just put in the time. All the time you put in, man, you will get your results. Take everything serious, from the training to school to your diet. Just yeah, man. Just that would be my message to my high school self. Like,
Gotcha. Well, I mean, right now that's what you're doing. I mean, you're putting in a basically 24/7 damn near practicing and training for your pro day. How's
yeah,
that working for you, man?
it's going good. I'm with Coach Joe Connolly. He's our strength coach here at ASU. Shout out to him, man, for taking the time out of his day to come and train us. So I'm working with a few guys from the team. But yeah, man, it's been going great. Still on the same diet that I've been on for the past like year and a half. Just keeping my body fueled and energized. And the workouts that he has us doing, man, it's not the ones that we used to do with him when we were on the team. We're doing like a lot of some new stuff, but at the end of the day, it's some good work, man. You can feel yourself you can feel your body changing and developing. You can also like feel the results as well, like from everything that we're working on, from the 40, from the 5-10-5, the L drill, and just even the bench as well. So yeah, man, it's exciting.
Nice. So which one of those pro day exercises are you really looking forward to that you're gonna like do an excellent job and wow some scouts? Which one of them things that you talked about there?
Honestly, I'd rather not say. I'd rather just wait till that day comes, man. So just right now, I'm just
I'm thinking that you're gonna bench very well is basically what
yeah.
I'm getting at. But um
Well, I have got a lot better with my bench. Just my form, controlling my breathing as well. For the reps and everything. So I'll talk about the bench. Yeah, but the bench, I'll do pretty good there.
Oh yeah. Definitely don't want to get hot too early. You want to get, steady on that thing, right?
Yeah,
Um,
sir.
well, hey Merlin, I do want to I guess work towards wrapping things up with you. But before we get there, talk to me about something that's not football for a little bit. I mean, anything about you that you want to share, that maybe, I don't know, maybe is important to you, or maybe some personal hobbies or passions, something else that's not football. Give me something else about Merlin that maybe not everybody knows.
Um, well, growing up in Carson, you do have like it was kind of heavy with gang activities, but I've had a good family, man, and they kept me strong in my faith. And one thing, I grew up in the LDS church. Um, I still stick to those teachings and everything I was taught when I was young. CTR, choose the right. So yeah, man, it was just my faith, man, and my religion. Just being able to be putting God first, man, and just especially come from my environment, man. It means a lot, man, and I'll never forget what I was taught. I know how I was raised. I was raised strict, but good. I got what I needed from my family. They gave me everything that I needed, and yeah, man. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go on a 2-year mission um, because I had a son in high school. So, but yeah, man, I grew up in the LDS church.
Well, hey, man. I mean, maybe it's gonna be like down the line. I mean, heck, you can always go. The call is still there, man. All you got to do is set something up, and hopefully be able to have an opportunity to serve. So, um, cool, man. So, let's go ahead and wrap things up. We do appreciate you sharing everything truly about you, your story as a whole. Do want to give you one last opportunity to talk to all the scouts out there and anyone really who happens to watch this video. Tell them why you would make a great addition to their team if they took a chance on you and signed you and brought you into their franchise. So go ahead and close us with that.
Honestly, man, I feel like I'm worth it. I'll come in and make an impact in my position. If not, I'll give guys their depth. But I for sure will come and make an impact on special teams, all four court, man. Whatever you need me to do, I'm there. And man, I'm excited to work. I'm eager to work. I have a lot of football left in me, and yeah, man, let's get it.
Gotcha. Well, definitely a big, strong, versatile linebacker who could be utilized really, truly in a lot of different facets. So I do feel like that versatility there is going to put you somewhere in a camp somewhere, and give you a lot of good opportunities to uh, really separate yourself. So Merlin, do hope the best for you, and wish you best of luck in this process. All right, buddy?
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Sure. Once again, Merlin Robertson, linebacker, Arizona State. Definitely check him out.